Bye, everyone.
For more than 35 years, Debbie Gibson has been a true pioneer and force in the entertainment industry. A singer, songwriter, producer, musician, actor, and entrepreneur. She embodies what it truly means to be an icon. From #1 hits and platinum albums to starring roles on stage and screen with timeless talent and charisma.
Is it love that I am in?
Oh my gosh, we are so excited tonight to have Debbie Gibson live here at HSN. We have been waiting, of course, for the 7 p.m. hour, and I hope that you are ready to shop because tonight you'll have a chance to buy the music that so many of you have loved for over 35 years. I'm Marlo. I'm so happy to be your host tonight. You will have a choice as we dive right into it to shop for the 2-pack of the CD bundle or the 2-pack of the vinyls. Now, if you're ordering the vinyls, they're far more limited. And I know vinyls are hot and they're all the rage. They're really great. So if you'd like to have those, I believe we have now about fewer than 100 of those. And then, of course, we have the CD collection. When you're ordering the 2-pack of the CDs, you are going to get the highly acclaimed The Body Remembers Encore music is inside. And, of course, her first full-length holiday collection of songs, of originals, and of course your classics with an autographed insert. You want to get in the ordering process early to get your hands on these, but we're not going to waste any more time. Let's listen to the beautiful lady herself, Debbie Gibson.
upon. Ooh.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm coming over to join you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting to meet you and to have you here. And your timing is so spot on because, as many of you know, every July we celebrate Christmas in July.
I know.
Winterlicious CD with the autograph insert is one of 2 CDs that everyone is shopping for, and you don't want to miss it. Since you wonderfully treated us with that wonderful song, I want to talk to you a little bit about this. You have originals, but you also have classics. So tell us a little bit about this. It's your first full-length holiday CD.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm still catching my breath because the night show got me like, it got me like the concert energy going. Yeah, you know, it was so hard to pick the classics because there's so many to choose from. White Christmas, which I'll be doing a little later. I duetted with my dad. Hi, Dad. I think he's watching. He's actually here in St. Augustine, Florida. Oh, my God, Jingle Bell Rock and the Christmas song and my original sleigh ride that you hear year after year that was on the very special Christmas album for the Special Olympics is on there, remastered. And then, yeah, there's a lot of new music. You know, I think when Mariah came out with her album, I think it upped the game for all of us songwriters and artists because it made me want to put my hat in that ring and make music that felt cozy and classic, but that was new and original and for the times as well.
You nailed it.
Thank you.
And I know that many of you are going to absolutely love having it. So definitely get in the ordering process. Remember that Debbie put this together just for you, our HSN audience. You also get an autograph insert, which I love that you've done that. So thank you for that.
Yes, many hours at the dining room table, everybody, with love. I always envision when I'm signing an autograph that it's going to one person. I don't just like scribble. I want to put my energy into it because I collected autographs. I waited at stage doors for Liza Minnelli and everybody.
Stage doors, I understand your Winterlicious tour selling out everywhere and is sold out. And you've got some news that you're going to be sharing with us about the Winterlicious tour.
Yes, last year we were like sold out in many a city and we're going back out this year. Yes, we're announcing the dates the end of this month.
All right, so look for that as well. But that's only one part of the 2-part album collection that you are getting. And I want to move on, if we can, really quickly to talk about The Body Remembers, which it's been 20 years, right? And this is and how do you describe the music? Because there's a little pop, there's dance, there's ballads.
Yeah,
you work with some incredible people.
Yes, there's rock, like DJ Ashba, the incredible rock guitarist, and DJ Tracy Young and Steve Smooth, and Fred Coury, who was a drummer for Cinderella. There's some incredible people. Of course, Joey McIntyre and I duet. We remade Lost in Your Eyes because the mixtape tour. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there were at the mixtape tour. And that really was like the start of a special bond between Joe and I. We played Vegas together and remaking that song. He jokes, he's like, wow, I had some nerve to call you and go, hi, do you want to remake your biggest #1 hit with me? And I was like, hello, twist my arm, ooh, that's enough, right? But The Body Remembers really speaks to, you know, I think a lot of people's experiences in life, especially in our generation. During the pandemic, I was reflecting a lot on my life. And there's a lot of situations that I've been through, challenges I've been through, but my goal is always to flip the script and not wallow too long. You know what I mean? Like, I go there, I go to the dark places, I feel the feels, and then I go, okay, how can I pick myself up out of this? And music and dance is a way that I do it. And so there's kind of an aggressiveness and an urgency to a lot of the music on this CD.
You know what I love about that is that that's what we've loved for you for over 35 years.
Thank you.
Because your music from the very beginning and your songwriting, of course, has taken us through all of those journeys throughout our lives. And so what we've loved even 20, 35 years ago is what you're going to love in this compilation of music. And I love that we have a holiday, but you also, of course, have the freshness and the newness goodness.
Thank you.
And I heard you, I watched your earlier show, I heard you talk about that this is your venture into entrepreneurship. So tell everybody about that, because I love that piece of the story as well.
Thank you. So do I. Listen, there were so many years where I had my life handed to me on an itinerary, right? And even though it's said, you know, people are not telling you what to wear and who to be and how to act, they kind of are molding you. And when I first started, my vision was very pure because the label didn't expect it to do much. That's the truth. And they were kind of like, oh, this little girl, and let her do her thing. The minute they stopped letting me do my thing, there was a disconnect, because you cannot dumb your audience down. You guys are intelligent. You know when your artists are being authentic, right? And so to do this on my own terms now with my business partner and manager, Heather Moore, who's somewhere here, we're Thelma and Louise. We're like, let's drive off that cliff in a good way and see what happens. Like, we've really taken ownership of the creative vision, and it's. I got to tell you, I welled up with tears when I saw you talking about my product over there, because it's like every detail, from the logos to the every frequency you hear in that music, every detail, I've been hands on, and to see it come to the HSN audience is thrilling. It really is.
We can't wait to hear the music, and if you'd love to have the music in your home, definitely shop today. This is, of course, our big Christmas in July event. I love that she delivers all that you imagine, all that you remember, but more. And you're going to get both of the CDs, and you'll also get that autographed insert at an incredible value. This is going to be the final show, so I hope that you'll shop and that you'll enjoy, of course, what you've always loved. We do have the vinyls, which I think are fun. I was just invited about a week ago to my first vinyl party. It's a thing.
Oh, how fun. I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah, it's a thing now. And so if you want the vinyls, the albums, there are 30 left.
All right.
So be fast with the phone lines for those. Those are really, really great. We're going to hear more of your music.
Yes.
But you want to talk to us a little bit more about something that recently happened, and our very own HSN was involved. Do you want to tell us about
I
that?
love that HSN was there on this very special night on tour in Cincinnati, where my diehard beloved fan community, the Diamond Debheads, they for a song of mine called Cheers, which I debuted on tour last year, they bought the entire audience these light up champagne flutes, light up green for the color of the body remembers, and gave the audience a cue as to when to raise them. And when I tell you, it's hard to, I had to really fight back tears singing. You'll see in a second. It was really moving. Here's to the end and the beginning. What a year. Cheers. Here's to the minutes that turned into all of these years. Cheers. Here's to the friendships, and here's to the moment, the truest of true love. If you've never known it, then here's to the knowing so near. Cheers. Here's to the music that keeps us together. Cheers. My friends, precious diamonds, 'cause they are forever. Cheers. And those just passing through, yeah, they left their mark on me. Each barista, artista, and each stage door Johnny that I met throughout the years. Cheers. Here's to nothing better, walking through that door. So let's raise a glass.
I will say that I love this song so very, very much.
Thank you.
And I know that all of you at home are going to enjoy it as well, because you're getting that song and you'll enjoy playing it.
Raising a glass on New Year's Eve.
Anytime. I think the message in that song can mean so many things, and that's what you do so well. One of the things that you are so talented about, I was reading just about what you do, and you're kind of a Renaissance woman. You are a songwriter, you're an artist, you're a producer, you're an actress, you're an entrepreneur. I mean, you're on stage. You literally do it all, but you said that your genuine passion comes from writing, and you wrote a song when you were very young. Most of us got to know you, Foolish V, that you were a teenager.
Yeah, I was 17 when it came out. Yeah.
Which is incredible. And you have said to me that this song still is iconic today. Will you give us a little bit of background about it? Because it's a song that so many of us love and revere.
Yes. So when I wrote it, I knew that I wanted to produce it. And my late, great Mama Diane, who was managing me at the time, who was really one of the original female pioneer record music executives in management, because it was a very male-dominated field. And she sat in the boardroom with all these men and said, she was famous for pounding her fists on anything, "My daughter wants to produce this record." And they all went, shoulders go, suits going up and down. And somehow we left there with them convinced that I should produce this record. And I still hold the record for being the youngest female to have written and produced a #1. So, Mom, we'll do a little bit of it for you guys. I could never love again the way that I loved you. No, I could never cry again like I did when I left you. And when we said goodbye, oh, the look in your eyes just left me beside myself without you.
Beautiful. Great songwriting is timeless and lives on forever.
It does. I always think about that. That's what's so beautiful about the new chapter is I feel like I always laugh when people call anybody a one-hit wonder. I think, well, that's one more hit than a lot of people get to have, right? So experiencing having all these hits and albums when I was younger and then doing this new chapter now, and I've never stopped working. I've done Broadway and all these things, but this feels like a clean, clear new chapter. And I think a lot of people watching at home are having that for themselves. Like, especially with women, women are often told to be put out to pasture at a certain age.
Yes. And I think women are fighting back right now. I got to tell you. And that's what you'll hear in this music.
And that's why I'm like, I will wear a ponytail till I'm 80, y'all. And I will rock my vibe and my music. And I want to just connect with people through the music. And that's the really, really meaningful part of this chapter, is that we're all in this renaissance together. And the music's here to connect us. And that's like the privilege of a lifetime for me.
Are there any topics when you're writing songs that you're drawn to?
I mean, I'm drawn to flipping the script in love. Like, there's a song that I did called One Step Closer that is really about, like, you lit me up when, baby, you called me crazy, but man, you saved me, now I'm one step closer to love. And it's a dance song, but it's like, you know what? Some guy told me that I was crazy and perceived something to be different than what it was. Well, you know what? I'm going to take all that angst and I'm going to channel it into whatever is next. And it's not necessarily into another love, but it can be into your own empowerment.
Yes.
So I'm very into the theme of self-empowerment. And again, not staying down too long and there's a song called Runway. Your life's a runway and you're the star. During the pandemic, I started taking my trash out in heels, singing the theme to Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And I did it because, like everybody, I didn't know what to do with the pandemic. I was like in a ball in the corner, in the fetal position. And I said, I got to do something that just lifts my spirits. And then I started posting it. And in turn, it lifts other people's spirits. And I think if people can understand the effect they have on people, and that's kind of what lives in my music and my shows, is spreading the joy when you're feeling it.
Well, you're going to be able to enjoy that music throughout, because as you're shopping, we are offering you an opportunity to be able to get the 2 CD or album collection. You'll get both of them along with the autographed insert, which I love. You're going to get her first full-length holiday CD, which is called Winterlicious Winterlicious, which offers to you not only some of your favorite original classics, but of course, some wonderful new music as well. And one of my favorites, of course, her new music, The Body Remembers. And this is so incredible. I love that you've produced this on your own. You've worked with new artists. It's so amazing that I just wish wonderful things for you with this music. And I know that everyone will love it when you get it at home. You'll enjoy both. We do have a few of the vinyls remaining. So if you'd like to have both the vinyls and the CDs, you'll want to shop early. But I want to just talk to you. You talked about, being this young artist and having this super mom. Lucky to have that mom that you had.
Yeah, really.
But how did you discover your passion for music?
It was always the radio. So I remember running down the hall and listening to Billy Don't Be a Hero, Billy Don't Be a Hero, and coming back to the piano and playing it with two hands. And my parents were like, we got to get you piano lessons. So they did. And I was so hooked, and I was hooked on playing and singing in the living room just for enjoyment. I used to do it, at Christmases with the family. Music was always like a centerpiece of our whole family. And I did it as a glorified hobby, and then I kind of started doing more professional things just because I liked the caliber. I performed at the Metropolitan Opera, actually at Christmas time, in Hansel and Gretel and La Boheme, and I was just always drawn to entertaining and music. Music shifts energy. That's why I love it.
Well, I know that we're going to hear more of your music, and we want you to continue to play, but we also want to invite everyone to enjoy the music at home beyond this moment and beyond today, because that's why you are here. And so nice to be able to have you live in our studios. We used to have live music all the time, pre-pandemic, so thank you for gracing us.
I'm so glad
To be the first back. Yay!
And bring all this beautiful energy into our studio and bringing it to us in our homes. As you place your orders and shop, we're going to listen to more of your music.
Yes, I believe I'm going to do, I did a duet with my dad, as I mentioned, and I have him here virtually to do this one for you guys.
Treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, I love you too.
Oh my gosh, that's hard. Like I get choked up singing that with.
Can I tell you,
with
that's
him.
so beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow, how lucky are you, right?
I'm so
So lucky. My dad is 80 as of this year. No training, just a natural born singer. And maybe if I ever grow up, I can sing as well as he does.
Well, I love that, and you'll continue to enjoy that as well. Don't forget to place your orders. Get this at home. This is the perfect way. You know, we think about the holidays, and for so many of us, I imagine you growing up, music is such an integral part of all of our memories in life, and especially the
Crosby,
Clooney playing around the table. Yes. Yes.
that you'll be able to have the Winterlicious CD along, of course, with the new CD, of course, The Body Remembers. I didn't get a chance to ask you about the title of The Body Remembers, but I think we've got a couple of seconds for you to give us a little bit of an insight.
I love that. Listen, the body imprints everything, right? Where you were when you heard that certain song, who you were with, like when you broke up with someone, that song that played and haunted you. It remembers grief, it remembers pain, it remembers joy. And my body will remember this day on HSN for real. It was so magical. And the title really, it's like about things that take you back but move you forward. That's what the whole album is. It's like I call it nostalgic. It's got like the feels and the melodies, like you said, that you grew up with from me, but I'm speaking to all of you now from my experiences, and I think with the universal experiences that you've all gone through.
Well, as we prepare to wrap, how do we get to see you in concert? How do we get to see a live show?
Oh my goodness, DebbieGibsonOfficial.com for everything. I'm very, very hands-on my social media, especially my Instagram. But yeah, so DebbieGibsonOfficial.com. Look out for the announcement last week of July, most likely for the Winterlicious tour this year.
Can't wait. And I know that many of you are going to obviously go on to her Instagram or go on to her website, but make certain that you are picking up the set of 2 of the CDs, her brand new music. 20 years, of course, since the latest and the new pop songs. It will not disappoint. And of course, you also get Winterlicious. And you're also very fortunate to be able to get that autograph insert. So congratulations to you if you've ordered. It has been such a pleasure. You're such a wonderful
fun hanging out with you. Oh my gosh.
Such a
thank
big
you.
fan. Thank you. Congratulations to all of you. We have more of our Christmas in July coming up right after this.